I don't think we've seen the best from Ezo in the series we had on stream. And of course, Asia Manji did 3-0 both Integrity and Atlas Gaming, so we know it will be better. But in we go for game number 1, and it might be an early goal, but saved by Burrow and Squirrel on the line. And 10 seconds in, it was almost a goal, but incredible defense.
Orgless, the worry I have for Orgless is that they are so momentum based that having just gone down twice could really hamper them. But Broski shot off the line. What? Oh, they're showing some confidence right off the bat, I must say.
And finally a goal was scored. But what on earth was going on in the defense? On the line, save after save. Asia Manji will find one finally 30 seconds in, but both teams not without a good few attempts.
Droxy looked to be making that save as well and was blocked off by Dan after he reached the wall, so a little unfortunate for Orgless's defense. I don't think it was necessarily a planned body block there, but putting it on the line, got him there in the end. Droxy a pass downfield. They do have the momentum here off of the kickoff, but they did initially as well. That can turn around very, very quickly when you're up against Asia Manji. Now Broski, the pass upfield again, not connecting this time around, but those are the passes. That's the kind of chemistry I was talking about when I said exactly why I have so much faith in this team.
Yeah, the pass off to the corner, and in comes Ezo for another touch. Bring that one out to centre, not enough. Droxa. Bring that one through to centre. Here comes Squirrel now off the side. Well, Baroski has a shot on net. It will be a goal in 90 seconds. One apiece.
Yeah, right here when Joxy made that pass, I was a little bit worried because he didn't have teammates maybe giving him the faith I was expecting and going for a shot off the direct pass. But maybe this is just a little bit more of a deep play than I was thinking of. It reached the wall a second time. 2 passes go across, drawing the defense out, and gives them the opportunity to get Broski up there and tap one home without too much effort. Oh, what a shot by Easel, though. Absolute clanger sent in so fast, 132k an hour.
Great shot, just slips it in under the crossbar. And Asia Manji had the lead once again, only 10 seconds later from that second goal, sorry. And back to a leading position. Orgless have to work even harder to find this lead once more. Will it be as easy as I would hope? Definitely not, but certainly possible.
There you go, Easel. Pops it up into the center. Squirrel now has to beat out Dan, is able to do so, and now they have to get set up again because it's the defensive side they're stuck on now. Orgless in behind the ball will eventually clear out past that midfield line, but Asia Manji putting on a lot of pressure on them right now, up by 1 point. This is where Orgless can sometimes struggle.
Ball cleared out to the midfield. Squirrel has control off the ceiling. It will go. He cannot make it in time, but falling down once again. Baroski off the corner. The ball will bounce up high. Droxa. A small touch on it will bring it centre, and Ezo a clear off to the side. The clock will tick on down to the halfway mark. The goal for Asia Manji is Dan is there to receive. 3-1 now with the team in orange. Asia Manji looking to take game 1 if they can keep this up.
Up by 2, exactly halfway through this game. There is enough time for Orgless to come back, but Asia Manji, and they're looking to be playing at a standard that it is actually making me question how good OK Let's Go were playing. They must have been absolutely hammering to take these guys without losing a single game.
3-1 scoreline remains. Orgless to try and find some chances coming their way. Half the game has gone by. Asia Manji done a good job at finding their goals, and they're doing a good job at holding that lead as well. Baroski able to find the save, and up the side he will go now. Looking to send this ball upfield, but not going to be easy. It's 40 and he comes. Round the back. Good challenge there by Squirrel. He's off to the ceiling and he has control. Joxer will try and shut him down for a moment. Unfortunate landing from Ezo, and the ball travels high. A big miss in the defense and a clear away. Orgless needs to stop making these misses and get the touches and attack upfield.
Now coming back off of that backboard again. Asia Manji continually putting themselves in positions they like to be in. Orgless struggling to break through that midfield defense with any great success. Now, though, do have the aggressive advantage on the field. They have to make use of it, though, and that's going to go back to their own half.
And comes Squirrel. Shots not on net. It's just going wide. Gets saved by Dan either way. Jocks out with the pass on down. The attempt from Borowski, good, but not good enough. A dive in from Squirrel's a big overcommit. Luckily, Borowski's there to make it back. The shot will not come out. The chances were there for Orgless, but the goal's not being scored. It's Jocks once again upfield off the back wall. He'll find the touchdown. Borowski not ready for the pass. It goes a bit too far wide. 40 clear away. Stalling for time for Manji. And the attack dies down. Manji feeling a bit more comfortable in their 2-goal lead. 30 seconds approaching. Looking like they will be taking game number 1.
Broski. 2 corner. Small pinch. Gets it away from attack for only a moment as Dane gets the center, but coming back down. There's just so much aggression from Manji. It's not looking like Orgless is going to break through that anytime soon, and frankly, it barely matters at this point. 10 seconds left, 2 down. Manji have secured this very, very well with just overwhelming possession on the field. Orgless, when they had the ball, were able to find each other well, but they didn't have the ball enough to make that count, and Manji take this game.
Manji able to take game 1 with relative ease by the end of it, but certainly Orgless had their chances coming into that kind of last minute and a half, but he could not score the shots, and because of that, Manji take game 1, go 1-0 up in the series, but I'm nowhere near going to count Orgless out just yet because they had opportunities, they can score those goals. We need to see more from them though.
Do need to see more out of Orgless in a lot of aspects there, really. I mean, Manji striking very, very well to get up. It was only a 2-goal lead and not something insurmountable for Orgless. However, yeah, like you said, we just need to see more. We know that Orgless is capable of higher speeds, better connections, and better defensive passing. I think that was something that was lacking out of them a little bit there. They couldn't get out of their own half with control of the ball.
Yeah, they definitely struggled to have their own bit of control. It was a lot of the time Manji deciding where the pace of the game went, deciding where the game kind of fell into. When Orgless had those opportunities, that's when their scoring chances came awry, and it just wasn't working out for them at the end of it. They had the opportunities, but it wasn't getting finished upon. Now coming into game number 2, their shooting has to be better because they're getting the chances, but they've got to score them.
They do indeed. Coming in to our second match here. Broski up. They do so well off of the kickoffs. They have to be able to convert that same kind of dominant energy into other parts of this game. If you can come away with those wins consistently off kickoffs, then you should be able to make good 50s elsewhere on field, push forward off of those and find each other off of them as well.
Well, this is Orgless' best chance here because going 2-0 down in the series is always hard to come back from. Making it tied is a lot more comfortable for them. If they can take game number 2, things will be back to even and a lot more possible for a series win. Of course, this is a battle to make it to day 2, to make it to top 8. The loser of this series will be going out 9th through 12, and of course, both of these teams are teams that really want to be pushing for a top 8 finish, so it is an important match for both of them. In comes Dan, taking that ball high, challenged well by Squirrel. They'll clear it out to the corner. It'll be 40. Taking his time on that back wall trying to dribble it through. Borowski going to pass out Dan to 40, and off the corner it will go. Another touch from 40 will bring it back in centre. Jocks it with a clear off to the side, and back down it will go. Orgless are making some good infield passes. The shot is weak, but a shot nonetheless at a good turn of pressure.
Ooh, gets it around Squirrel there. Can they get out of their own defense? Orgless has had the attacking advantage for so long here without being able to make a play onto net. And a pinch goes away. Oh, it's so close. Comes off the post. Orgless nearly go 1 down. 3 minutes left into this. They remain alive so far on this 0-0 scoreline. But they have to make a play at some point if they want to make their way back into this series. because they are one down now.
No. The scoreline does remain. In comes Joxer with a pass over to Squirrel, and it's going to be saved. Borowski, can he do anything? It'll be saved by 40. And orgless, that was a good chance, but it was not enough. Half the game gone now, and it's still 0-0. orgless have had so many opportunities to score, but none have went in for game number 2.
Oh, the pass upfield, Broski wasn't ready for it coming through. Squirrel gets another touch there. Can Joxy get this center in? He can. It comes down off ceiling. Dan making the play out. Squirrel again off of the backboard. Easel will read it into the midfield. Now, so crucial for orgless in the last half of this game. This is so even that one goal could win it. 0 boost on Squirrel. He will not be able to follow that up. Joxy can though. Dan, a big misread. Has to be a shot. They cannot miss opportunities like that. An open net missed by orgless.
He comes down trying to get the touch upfield. Joxer to come on back and force it through. 40 for 50, not going to be enough. Borowski takes it low. Easy will find the ball first. It's a 0-0 affair still. Both teams are having to get a move on here. May have an OT for game number 2 if it keeps up like this for a little bit longer. It's Squirrel round the back wall. The pass not connecting. Joxer all the way back. Well, an opening we found for him, and he brings it round that back wall. 40 to dribble it outfield. The shot travelling just past net, but then comes Squirrel once again, diving on through. Still though, orgless, goalless.
We need to see an end to these big booming clears that have no reason to them out of orgless. An opportunity finally arising for Manji there, and they do not capitalise either though. It seems that orgless so desperate to get upfield and make shots now as a result of so many missed opportunities is going to start giving away possession of the ball with those large clears continuously. They need to make shots like this. It counts. Squirrel, finally the man to do it. Top right corner will make it happen. 118k an hour off the pass from Joxy.
4 minutes and 14 seconds later, a goal is finally scored for game number 2, and it is Squirrel of orgless to find it. 1-0, the scoreline finally lies. Manji now have 40 seconds to find an equaliser, or else they will be dropping the second game, and we will have a tied up series as the ball rises high. Borowski trying to hold the pressure as much as he can, deny any opportunity for Manji. But Dan will find his way past, and then comes Ezo, looking for that pass in centre. Off the back wall it will go. Joxer sends it high. A big boom upfield is required. You'll find exactly that. Running it down the clock, 20 seconds now. Will it be enough from orgless?
Good 50 from Squirrel leads to an opening for them yet again. They don't even need that. They just need to hold this scoreline. Coming off the backboard now is a good way to do that. Squirrel setting up for Joxy. Can they make one more before the end of this round? 0 seconds. It only has to touch ground. It does. orgless has evened up the series 1-1.
1 apiece. The series now lies. orgless at the dying time of that game found the goal, and they got the win. They came out on top for it, but it is not over yet. There are plenty more to be done, and game number 3 is a vital game for both of these teams.
It is indeed. Game number 3, obviously a very crucial game in most series, being the halfway point, but when you get this 1-1 series, and particularly orgless working so much off of the momentum of a series, they need this next one to go well.
Yeah, so it needs to go very, very well. Coming in now, game number 3, the players will be getting ready for it. The winner of this will be heading to match point and have that advantage to their name. But of course, both teams have that opportunity to go to win it in game 4, or potentially even go to the distance in a game number 5. What will be granted, well, we do not know just yet. What we do know is we're in for a good series so far. It is, let me tell you Gex, the only series in that lower round which is not currently 2-0.
So our even series, probably the best one we could have chosen to show you guys today, and it will be the last series of the day, so it's I'm very glad that it is a good one. Squirrel, the kickoff immediately does get one. after a game of no goals for so long, only the final 30 seconds remaining when the first goal was scored, it only took seconds this time going into game 3.
The good old classic kick-off goal, 3 seconds ago, already found for orgless. A 1-0 start, the exact opposite pretty much of what happened in that game number 2, but either way, an early start, and here might be an early response as 40's shot on net will be saved. The pressure continues though as Dan in centre, Ezo nowhere to be seen. He went back to net, ready to defend. May not have been the best decision, but at least he's getting the saves now to make up for it.
Especially when there was actually a demo on the defense. The opportunity kind of opened up as they decided it was closing out, and now they are able to form it again. This time around they have to make it count to even this game up and to take the lead in the series at this halfway point. By the end of this game, we will know who's out in front, and honestly, it could be the team that wins this just based on the outright momentum carrying these two teams.
Line comes down to dribble the ball upfield.
Oh.
An attempted fake there maybe. And comes Borowski. Another touch, it could be sublime. It will not be a pass just yet, but certainly trying to make it a pass into centre as Squirrel. Easy will get that save, but no boost in the tank. Needs his teammates to bail him out. It'll be Dan to be doing exactly that. Pass in centre. Easel is there waiting for it. Oh, it's a big dive right there by 40. Things could get dangerous. Asia Manji on the attack defence. So they're only down
the
to
defense?
Seen the wrong colour right there. Orgless, sorry. Almost getting the goal, and Borowski still trying. But they're not finding it. Every single time on the line it is getting saved.
Well, I don't know if what you said was wrong, because it might have been the wrong side of the field, but Orgless certainly was in defense, putting it away from the opponent's goal. Fortunately, the touch was only light, and that was due to actually a bump from Asia Manji. It could have been a lot better for them had they not made that bump.
1-0. The score line persists, but
Oh,
not
shot.
for long. It's 40. An incredible shot. Slips that one into the bottom corner. 2 minutes 47, and that is perfectly placed.
130k an hour. Asia Manji is capable of some insanely high-speed goals. That was after a bounce too. That would have been quite the exciting speed to see even pop up as a number had that not bounced. Squirrels 50 there. Not going quite to plan, but Orgless able to get back onto the attack here with an even scoreline. Important for them to hold this. Not going to be able to with Easel taking good control there. The demo is exactly what Orgless needed there. They are looking for that little bit of physical play. I have to say, in the qualifiers, every time that they got physical, every time they brought that physicality into their repertoire and played that way, they tended to get goals. So I do look forward to seeing more of that out of them in the series.
A big demo right there. It's Joxa upfield, met by 40. Sent straight back the other end. That's game number 3. The winner heads to match point. We've mentioned it already. I'm going to remind you of it. Then comes Ezo with the help of Dan. It will be saved on the line by Joxa. A good attempt by Asia Manji, but to no avail. We remain tied.
Oh, that's not the perfect defensive touch. Dan makes the absolutely necessary touch to save there. But he not jumped at the exact moment he had. There was no chance of savior on that one. Joxy takes that as a brilliant pass, nearly getting it past the last defender off of pure speed downfield on those connecting plays. It's what we want to see out of Orgless. Connection in this massive chemistry this team is capable of. But the team connecting right now, Asia Manji, unfortunately going the wrong way with the momentum of the ball, will make its way back to the midfield. Coming now from Squirrel, looking for it himself in that midfield. You can see Asia Manji actually starting to clam up a little in goal there, putting 3 men on the line. An interesting decision when this is still an even game.
The game remains one apiece, but for how long will that be the case? It's Joxa looking for the bump on the defenders. All Asia Manji's team made it back to the line right there, ready for that save. Easel looks for the clear out, but to no success. It's 40 now off the corner. Jogs a pass in centre, but Roski will send it out to the other corner. 30 seconds, he just looks for a pass, but Dan will intervene. And not going to make it be as easy as hoped. 50-50 upfield, that's a dangerous touch on Squirrel, send it to the back corner, will make it away and upfield once more. Overtime is looming in the distance. 40 will miss out on his touch right there. And with that big mistake, unless a goal scored in this attack, it should be an overtime for game 3.
40 was also bumped there by his own teammate and put them both into a bad position. Doxy, with 0 seconds approaching, now upon us, looking for one more, but overtime it will be in this very exciting game 3.
Very, very exciting indeed. To make it to top 8, they need to win this series. Game 3 will send them to match point for both sides. orgless couldn't do it in game number 1, but brought it back for game number 2. Now in game 3, things are as even as can be. Squirrel will dive on by, but the ball will fall back to Joxa. Baroski to catch it and bouncing it high off the sidewall is Izo hunting for that clear away off to the side where 40 awaits. A pass in centre, Dan to challenge off to the corner, it will bounce. Baroski a tap upfield and Squirrel to receive. A big miss from Baroski, but Joska the backboard once more, still not enough.
Baroski is looking to actually, good shot there from Squirrel, just barely saved away again. Baroski got a bump on that backboard that looked to set up for Joxy, and unfortunately ended up bumping him, going through the defender. He wanted to get out of the way and becoming that defender himself. Squirrel has to make a save! Asia Manji capitalized on a big mistake on backboard defense here from Joxy. And that's going to be all she wrote for game 3. Asia Manji securing a 1-game lead in this series. Now a match point.
Match point now for Asia Manji. They take the third game, and it definitely wasn't the easiest of games for them. All the way to OT, they come out on top by the end of it, but going in for game number 4, not going to get any easier. If they want to avoid game 5, they've got to keep up some amount of pace.
Absolutely. I mean, orgless started well there, and they looked to have that kind of confidence that we were looking for out of them. It took half a game for Asia Manji to catch up, and it took overtime for the win. So, I mean, an incredibly close match, but really just capitalization off of one small mistake on that backboard. I say small, it was quite massive really in the long run, especially in result there. But yeah, there weren't a lot of huge mistakes on field, I would say, not game-affecting ones anyway. The one that came out was the one that ended the game.
Well, the question now lies, can orgless bring it back and give us that game 5? Or will Asia Manji be able to do it here and win it in 4? Let me tell you, Gex, every other match going on has concluded. All of them 3-0 sweeps. Team India sweep the Donks. NSF sweep Atlas Gaming. Slot Machine sweep Frost Esports. All what's left going on is Asia Manji versus orgless, currently sitting in game number 4. Will we be granted a 5th and final game, or will it all be over here for orgless?
Remember when we were saying that it was very unfortunate for both orgless and Asia Manji to find each other here? Well, it could have been a 3-0 for either of them in any other matchup right now as well, but at least fortunate for us here watching, because this is providing quite the entertainment. As right now Dan keeps that ball on the nose. He can't hold that up forever though. Squirrel may have jumped the gun a little there. Didn't wait for Dan to just kind of run out of boost, and that one a big whiff there. Open opportunity for a moment as everybody struggles to get back into position. Joxy makes a very important touch there and saves the goalie from a 1v1 situation on goal line. There's the pass in, missed by everyone.
It rolls on by, but not enough just yet. It's going to be Joxy. Off it to the back wall he will go. It rolls on through. This first goal could be vitally important, or it could mean absolutely nothing. It just depends how the game actually goes. We could have seen both sides of the coin already. Last game it was first goals in the early seconds of it, and the game number 2 it was a goal in the last 20 seconds or something like that. That's an open net, and it's a wide open miss. It's a big miss. 40. That should be a goal every day of the week, but somehow he's missed it, and orgless a sigh of relief as they are not one to go down just yet.
You cannot create an open net opportunity for yourself so well and then just completely screw it up. That's a devastating loss of what was a guaranteed goal for Asia Manji. Would have put them up one in this game first, and a position they desperately want to be in against orgless, who seems to thrive off of being one up themselves. So they have to be the first to score here if they want a particularly good chance at taking this series out this game. Squirrel, the defense there, Broski will have to make another touch.
The ball rises high and it's Joxa taking that one upfield, 50-50, Squirrel to receive. A pass off the ceiling and it's gonna be intercepted. Easel cut out there by Joxa. Squirrel will try and get a piece of it as well. Big demo in front of net, but it's still not enough. Asia Manji's defense holding on tremendously well.
Again, sending that forward, at least to that midfield line. Asia Manji's midfield defense holding up now. Squirrel. Smart defensive touch in their own half there as Joxy gets it forward, looking for a teammate. Joxy's actually going to have to follow it up himself. It does make its way back to Broski. Now Squirrel beaten out, has to be in. An open net opportunity, and Easel won't miss securing that one. It was definitely a secured goal by 40 there, but you never know, and always better to be safe than sorry, particularly here in the highest of levels here at RLCS.
1-0 Asia Manji. 2 minutes on the clock. Can they hold on and move into top 8? Okay, orgless. Claw back at it, give us that game 5. They're on the attack trying to do exactly that. But the Asia Manji defense has shown to be very, very strong in this series, so it's going to be hard to break through it.
And now Broski, give me a big demo there. They have to capitalize on these moments where they open up the field that little bit. It's not a huge amount of space that they get, but anything is something to work with. And right now, they're barely doing that. Joxy does get this finally out to some free space. Squirrel should be able to find a touch, which leaves it to center, but Broski sends it up to the corner of ceiling. Joxy beaten out by Easel as Squirrel gains control. 56 seconds, under a minute left. An opportunity, Squirrel misses the opportunity. Now off the backboard, Easel will make a very, very important touch as Broski tries to set up once more.
Get away. To the side, it's going to be Joxa sending that one high to the ceiling. The pass is down and the backboard it will go. Rolling on around the corner to Demo on Baroski. Asia Manji doing everything they can to deny orgless of any more chances. Up high it will rise. Squirrel back up the other end. Off the backboard it will be saved. The shot is on net but saved by Dan as well. A last ditch effort coming through for orgless is Joxa back to Squirrel off the backboard. The shot's not there. Joxa once again looking for the pass. It's Baruski off the backboard bouncing on down. Joxa shot on net. It will be an equalised game with 7 seconds left. Orgless are not out yet.
Broski tapping that up high. Joxy had just about no boost left when he went up for that. A slow touch, but so well placed is the only option they had to them. They took it, evening the game up with no time left on board. Unless there's a kickoff goal right here, we see another overtime back-to-back from Game 3 here in Game 4.
The ball is kept up high by Baroski. Squirrel in centre. No. It may be Dino's second, but down to the ground it will go. Inches away we head to OT. Game number 4, just like the rest, incredibly close. Orgless doing everything they can to stay alive.
I handed that over to you thinking, no chance. We were seeing overtime for sure. That dropped in front of net. And even Squirrel, who gets beaten out again, didn't see it. They missed their opportunity before the buzzer. And now Asia Manji seizes theirs in 18 seconds of overtime. That is all she wrote. Orgless has been pushed out by Asia Manji, and the veteran team here for RLCS with one split under their